welcome to this mindfulness practice. In this session, we'll be focusing on noticing our feelings and emotions that we hold within our body. And so this is a helpful way of practicing present moment awareness by opening up to our emotional experiences. And so this session is all about making space for our emotional body. So let's begin by slowing things down a little bit. You can sit in a relaxed but alert posture and gently closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And softening and relaxing into your face, into your jaw, your throat, and softening into the rest of your body. And now just begin by bringing attention to the physical sensations of breathing in and breathing out. There's no need to change the breath. We're just sitting with each breath in and each breath out. And now just bring your attention or a sense of awareness to a part of the body that feels quiet or still. So this might perhaps be where the body is against the ground or the chair, but it might also be somewhere else. So just bringing awareness to that part of the body. Allowing your attention to just sink into that place. And so you sit with the breath and with a part of the body that feels quiet and still. And of course, thoughts may come up as we practice this mindfulness exercise, or we might notice some sounds around us and see if you can let this happen as it naturally does. So if you notice any thoughts coming up, or if you notice your attention drifting to sounds around you, just gently and kindly bring your mind and attention back to that quiet stillness, back to that place where your body is quiet and resting. And now, with a sense of curiosity and as little judgment as possible, just see if you can turn your awareness to your emotional body. A part of you that has any feelings showing up in this moment. So this might be the space around or in your chest. It might be in your tummy, or it might be elsewhere in your body. And so just allow your attention to move towards this space. And just notice it without labeling or judging. So just bringing awareness to what you find in that space. And it might be a pleasant or unpleasant feeling, and thoughts might turn up in this moment. So perhaps wanting to push that feeling away if it's a more tricky one, or perhaps hoping it might stay for longer if it's a pleasant feeling. And so just allow these thoughts to rise and fall. Allow them to come and go in their own time. And all the time, just focus on that part of your body where you're noticing and accepting whatever it is that turns up in your emotional feeling body. And so you're sitting with the breath and with a part of the body where some feeling is showing up just now. And now just allowing ourselves to bring awareness to what's turning up for us today. At this very moment. And so some questions that we might ask. So where in my body do I notice this feeling? So where is it in my body? Does it spread in some way? Does it have a shape of any sort? Perhaps even some sense of color about it, or movement. So just opening up to the qualities that this feeling might have, whatever it is, and wherever in your body. You're just noticing it. And often these feelings, whether they're negative or positive or neutral, they're often part of something bigger. And so we can have a sense of space and room around these feelings. So wherever this feeling is in your body, wherever you're noticing it, just see if you can imagine some space around that feeling. So space on all sides. So imagine creating some space and room above and below that feeling, to the left and to the right, and in front of and behind this feeling. And so you sit with the breath, and there's a part of the body where a feeling is showing up, and you've just created some room and space around that feeling. So really just imagining that this space is our emotional body. So it's part of and it's held by our emotional body. And so as you sit with the breath and this part of the body and the space around it, as much as possible, just see if you can allow your awareness to move through this space in whatever way feels comfortable for you. So the emotion or the feeling is real. That feeling inside of us is real. And there's also expansive room and space around it. And if you notice your emotional body rising strongly, so if the feeling is strong, then perhaps you might notice that the space that you've created allows a decrease in the intensity of that feeling. So we have the feeling and the space all around it. And now let's just see if into that space you can let some kindness in and spread. So kindness to yourself and kindness to that feeling, whatever it is. And you can send that kindness in with words or just with a sense of sending some understanding towards that feeling. So this is a feeling that can be noticed, comforted, and alleviated. And now just gently allow your focus to drift away from that part of the body. That part of the body where you notice this feeling. And just bring your focus back to the breath. So noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. So once again, that continuous cycle and flow is always with us. And just following each breath in and each breath out. And when you notice any thoughts coming up for you, or if you notice your attention drifting away, just gently and kindly bring your focus back to the breath. And if you're aware of any tension being held in your body, in any particular place, you might choose to breathe into that part of the body. And as you breathe out with a sense of letting go and release. So breathing into any tension, and as you breathe out, letting go with a sense of release. So breathing out that tension. And now just focusing on your own soothing breathing rhythm. And as we gently expand our awareness once again, just becoming aware of any sounds that you can hear, either inside or outside of the room. And if your eyes have been closed, just gently and slowly opening them again. And perhaps having a look at a couple of objects that you can see, either inside or outside of the room. Just helping to reorientate and bring yourself back to the activities of your day. And perhaps now just gently move your body to come back to the day. So you could do this by shrugging your shoulders or having a stretch, So whatever feels most comfortable. And so well done for practicing this meditation in which we focused on feelings and emotions in our body. And our feelings and emotions often turn up in our body, and we might notice this in very different ways. So for example, with anxiety, we might notice this tightness in our chest or butterflies in our stomach. And so I hope that this was helpful in allowing you to bring awareness to any feelings, appreciating these feelings and letting them go without judgment. And perhaps you can continue to practice this awareness throughout the rest of your day.